Hi there guys, Elizabeth from Norway here again with a new card. I got the new release on Saturday and just had to make this card. I've had this image in my head with Sia, I really love Sia, with the snowflakes as a snow queen. It's a fairly easy card to make. It's a lot of embossing and a lot of stamping, but on the face of Sia you can make her as you like actually. This is a big piece. When I've measured it, it's 21 by 18 centimeters, and I'm gonna frame it and give it as a Christmas present actually. But you can make her smaller and make her as a card if you like. So let's have a look at the materials. I've used sorry, I've used both the big snowflakes and the small snowflakes, and of course Sia. I do not have the small, very small snowflakes, so I used a few from the cog set. The star, the mini stars, and the mini North Star. And my watercolor paper is as usual 300 GSM, and the size is for the topping is 14.5 times 17 centimeters. I've just used two inks actually, VERSAFINE CLAIR Warm Breeze and VERSAFINE CLAIR Paradise. That's it. But I've used a little, for a little bit of edging, I've used some Distress Oxide, a dark blue one, with this brush. What do you call it? A blending brush? Yeah, I think so. So a few of my watercolor brushes, fairly small ones, and some watercolor from tubes. This is Chinese white, and also I've used the ultramarine. I've also used some distress sprays this time for the background. I used a purple one, and this one is called Pewter, and it's very silvery, and also a light blue one. You can use the colors you like, but I think these colors are really nice for the snowy effect, the snowflakes. I've also used a few brushes, the ultramarine, the purple, and some black, and my pens. I used the Uniball Signo silver pen and the white pen. I've also used a few fine liners, a grey one and a black one. Mine are waterproof, but they don't need to be. But if you have the waterproof ones, I think those are the best actually. Because the paper usually are a little bit damp and it can kind of leak. I've also used a Quicky glue with some really glittery glitter and some Posca pens, black and white. My Versamark, of course, with some wow embossing powder. This is sparkling snow. This is this embossing powder is called, but you can use any sparkling white embossing powder. So that's it. I hope you will enjoy this big piece, and I hope you will give it a go yourself. It's really Christmassy and wintry. So, well, let's start. So the paper is watercolor paper, cold press, 300 GSM as usual. The size is 14.5 times 17 centimeters. If you like, you can make it smaller and make it as a card instead of this big piece I have made. It's fairly smooth on the front. So first we're gonna stamp Sia in warm breeze. I always put some old copy paper underneath when I stamp. I take off a lot from Sia because I just want her face. I don't want these other things around her. And first I stamp her off on a piece of copy paper. I will show you later why I did that. And then I put her fairly in the center of the card. So take out the copy paper with the first print and make a water circle around her face, and then pull off and make this as a mask for later. I usually do this because I like these rough edges it makes. I'm now taping down the card topper to a piece of glass, and I'm going to put the whole thing into my box, wetting the whole piece and then putting the mask on top of her face. Then we can start with some color. I start with the light blue one over her face, and then some purple ones in the corners. And my nozzle is really bad, so I have to help with a brush. Then we start with some brush out. I start with the ultramarine. I'm gonna have a light center and darker at the edges, and I add some water, and I also use my brush to kind of lead the colors. I try not to mix them too much because I like the colors to be separate. And some black in the corners, just to darken it up in the corners. I need it to be a little bit more light blue around her face. I'm just spraying on a little bit of that. And I'm also mixing up some Chinese white watercolor with water, and I'm gonna flick this around her face, making a really nice effect. If you don't have watercolors, you can use like white acrylic or something. I'm flicking it around, and since the paper is still damp, it will give kind of a bouquet effect. It's really nice. And I'm doing it the same with the pewter, the silvery one, but that I flick all around the card or the topping, because I really want the silver to shine through. This looks really messy, but I promise you it's really nice when it's dried off like this. Now it's all dry, and I think it's just fabulous. I'm going to put on some music now, and we're going to start painting in her face and do the stamping. So I talk to you later, guys.
I've seen all that you know, but I believe in something untold, and I gotta know if I'm going insane, 'cause there's life in the wind, and it's calling my name. It's magic, wouldn't you know? It's something fantastic, wants to be known, and all that you gotta do is be willing to look for it. It's magic, alive in my bones. calling me. I can't escape. 'Cause what if the song in my soul wants me to know that it's magic? Wouldn't you know? There's something fantastic wants to be known. And all that you gotta do is be willing to look for it. It's magic, alive in my bones. Somehow, somewhere, somehow, somewhere, somehow, somewhere, somehow, somewhere. We gotta believe in the magic and mystery and impossible things, and the magic and mystery. We gotta believe in the magic and mystery and impossible things, in the magic and the mystery. Somehow, somewhere, ooh, somehow, somewhere, somehow, somewhere.
So guys, all finished now. I've just edged the card with some black Posca, and I'm also going to matte it with some cardstock. I've used a really shiny silver cardstock, and as you can see, and it's like my nail polish. It's the same color as my nail polish, and also some black cardstock. And this one is really shiny and glittery and wintry and icy. I hope you can see it, and I hope you will give it a go, because this is kind of fairly easy to do, and you can do the face however you like. You don't need to do it like I do. You can just ink her up and stamp her if you like, and do the snowflakes around it and the embossing. As usual, if you need some help, please PM me, don't hesitate. I will answer every questions. And yeah, this was my first Christmas card. I promise there will be more. So just look out, and have a good week, everybody. Bye bye.